Good morning. Happy Thursday, guys. I know I'm a little bit late behind, but what's new? So cheers to my coffee. I'm just finishing up that really quick. But hey guys, welcome to this week's episode of Bless This Nest. Before I get started though, I do want to point out one important thing that I have on with me right now. If you don't know me very well, one of the fun facts that you will probably hear me reference all the time is that I am a huge Friends fan. So this morning I was like, I'm gonna put my Friends t-shirt on. I've got appointments this afternoon, but I'm like, I'm just gonna throw a cute jacket over it and it's gonna work. I'm gonna do this graphic tee. So I just wanna show you guys my Friends graphic tee really quick. So this is it. It's the milkshake image that they took a picture of. So I am a huge Friends fan. If you guys are Friends fans, let me know. I have connected with so many Friends fans through social media over the past few years, and we send each other fun little things all the time, and it's just fun. I am obsessed. So hi Michelle, I know, did you like my shirt? Michelle knows how much of a Friends fan I am, and so again, it just warms my heart when I'm wearing something Friends themed or I see something Friends themed. So had to take a minute to, appreciate that. So good morning, guys. Okay, today's episode is a little bit different. It's not as, it's a little more fun, if you will, because today's topic has to do with HGTV, and HGTV and all the shows that are on there are really fun to watch. I recently just watched Selling Sunset. If you haven't seen that one, it's there's guys in it too, but this group of ladies are out of LA and they're selling these mega $1 million houses, living the life. It's amazing. They have yachts, they've got, airplanes and jets and all this stuff, and it's just insane. But it's so funny to me how probably only 5% of the actual series is real estate related. The rest is just a bunch of drama and things going on in their life, like most HGTV shows are. But the reason I wanted to talk about this topic is it's being brought up a lot to my attention, where I've got clients, I've got other agents. Yesterday I had someone asking me about getting their real estate license and how they go about it. And they're like, okay, I watched some HGTV, is it anything? And I just started laughing. I'm like, no, girl, it is nothing like HGTV. Actually, it's the complete opposite. First of all, a camera does not follow you around all day, right? But it's really just glimpses and highlights, and it's the high points and the really low points of what it is to actually be in real estate. And a lot of times those don't even happen. Those really high highs and those really low lows don't even happen usually in a real estate transaction. And so of course, they're fun to watch. I still watch them from time to time. I can't watch them too much because I just can't. But anything when it has to do with home renovations or the Selling Sunset, because it's got a little drama, of course I love to play it in the background. And then of course, every time I go get my nails done, that's what's on. So I've been seeing it a lot. A lot of people have been asking me, HGTV, is that what you do for a living? So I'm here to talk to you guys about 3 things. Take off my phone. I don't know what that means, but okay. So, sorry. I am going to talk to you guys about 3 things that you won't learn in HGTV. These are 3 things that I just thought of that really were important for you to know that you're not going to learn when you're watching all of the HGTV shows. And sorry, my cat has joined us again. Before I do that, every morning or every week, I want to do a shout out, but I actually don't have a shout out for someone today. What I'm going to do instead is I have a friendly reminder to change out your smoke detector batteries. And the reason I'm bringing that up is we woke up this morning to our battery going off in the other room. It's actually in the hallway right over here by my office. And if I'm really quiet, you could probably hear it because it's still going off. And the reason it's still there it was, that was it. So it's still going off because we don't have the correct batteries. And so right after this video, I'm running to the store grabbing batteries because it's driving me nuts sitting right next to it. But this is a reminder, replace your batteries in your smoke detectors. Really, you should do it at least once a year. It's good to do it twice a year. If you are like me, it's probably been 2 years. So go ahead and change them before it gets to that point, because you really want to make sure that they are working, obviously for safety reasons. So, okay, so let's just jump into today's topic, okay, which is HGTV. So we've already kind of dove a little bit into it. Hopefully you guys know what HGTV is and have watched some of the shows. You probably have, which is why you're here. But believe it or not, it really is not as easy as you see 3 homes and then magically, boom, you're a homeowner, right? Like it's not that easy. It's not that simple. It's not that quick. There's so many more moving parts to it. And 1 minute, guys. Oh my goodness, girl. Okay, go. Sorry, I know better than to leave her in here. She was sleeping. It was my cat. And yeah, so she needed out of here. Okay, so it's not that easy, but at the very end, guys, stick around. I do have a free gift that I'm going to give you guys. It's my reality TV house hunter guide, what you're not going to really learn. So if you want a copy of it, stick to the end. I will, or just message me or whatever, and I will send you a copy of it. All right. So 3 things you're not going to learn from the house hunting from watching TV or HGTV. The first thing I have on here is you have a team of people. So they really don't portray this very well when it comes to HGTV. For example, on the house hunting show, you look like you're working with one person the whole time, which is your agent, and they're helping you through everything. But in reality, you actually have a team of people who are helping you through the closing table. So when you are seeing homes or anything like that, of course your real estate agent is going to be there. They're there to show you the homes, to negotiate on your behalf. They're there to educate you, make sure that you know everything throughout the process. Because it does typically take, especially if you have a loan, at least 30 days from the minute that you write an offer to the time that you close on that transaction. So there's a lot of things that are happening during that time that need to happen, and that's kind of your agent's job, is to navigate all those moving parts. But part of your team, you also have a lender, for example, who you're working with a lot of the time, especially if you're getting financing, right? Cash is a little different, but if you're getting financing and a mortgage on the loan, you have a lender who's there to help you with all the things when it comes to getting a loan. You also have a home inspector. So a home inspector is going to come in, inspect the home, tell you what he finds, what he doesn't find to be code, tells you what he thinks needs to be repaired. So that home inspector actually comes in and does all that kind of stuff for you. I think in HGTV, at least some of the shows that I have seen, they obviously don't really show that part of it, but they make it seem like the agent is the one to kind of inspect and do a lot of those things. But that's not really the agent's job, that's the inspector's job. You also have an insurance agent who's going to help you with getting your home insured, right? You also have an escrow officer. So an escrow officer at a title company, their job is to come in and make sure that all the liens on the title are cleared. So when you become the homeowner, all those liens are taken care of, the title's clean, and it's now just in your name, and you only have the one lien, which is your mortgage. So you do have this whole team of people who are helping you, not just one person. And you certainly don't have a producer that's walking you through what to do, or the agent to say as well, of course. Okay, the number two thing that you are not going to learn when you're watching HGTV is that online property sites really are not all cracked up to what they seem to be. So what I mean by that is like Zillow, Realtor.com is okay, that is a little more reliable, but Trulia, Zillow, even some other sites, I don't want to get into details, but those are not accurate sites. And I say that because they are pulling from our MLS, and they're still showing a lot of the homes that are actually under contract already still as active. So even this morning, I had a buyer that we've been looking, and I have them set up on an MLS search, but I get it. They wanted to just see what was happening on Zillow. People like Zillow because it's really pretty. It's got the map feature. It has all the things where they can do it. And so if you're on the go, I say that's great. You can use that. Just know that the accuracy probably isn't quite, don't be surprised when I tell you it's already under contract, but they sent me a house this morning. It had already been under contract for a month. It was about to close. I mean, it had like 4 or 5 days left until it was probably going to close. And I had to break the news to them, hey, sorry, this home is already under contract, which was before we started their search. And so that's why it's not in their MLS portal. But also keep in mind that Zillow has like what they call the Zillow mortgage, where they will give you an estimate on what your monthly payment looks like. Just be careful when you're using that tool because they don't know your interest rate. They don't know, well, they might be able to pull the taxes of a certain home, but they don't know your homeowner's insurance quote. They don't know all the factors when it comes to qualifying you for the loan and what kind of loan that you have. So just be careful. They are good guidelines. They're great to kind of get the process started, but just make sure that you're reaching out to a lender or myself, a real estate agent of some sort that's helping you find and get more accurate information. So, and then also your agent should be setting you up on, of course, like an MLS search portal link to where you're getting instant access to when a house does come active on the market, you're able to know about those properties. And sites like Zillow, by the way, guys, and Realtor.com, Trulia, all that, they pull from our MLS. That is where they're getting the information. So we have the most accurate information, of course, because we're the ones that are inputting the listings as they go live. So just keep that in mind. I know that doesn't really have anything a whole lot to do with HGTV, but I wanted to point out there it was one of the things that I was like, you know what, this has, you know, online presence and the way things seem in the online world really does play, or really is, you know, kind of similar to HGTV. So wanted to point that out there. And then number 3 thing that you're not going to learn from watching HGTV is that there could be other offers on the home when you find the one. Of course, again, you're not going to go see 3 homes, pick one, and bam, you become a homeowner on that one that you have. Spoiler alert a little bit, on a show like House Hunters, for example, that home is already under contract, or that home has already been purchased. They wouldn't spend all that time and money to, I might get this video might get kicked off if I say this, I don't know if I'm supposed to, but that home has already been sold and purchased by that homeowner, and then they come back and they shoot and film all of the, you know, the videos and go and film the ones of the homes that didn't work, because they wouldn't bring a crew out there and spend all that money if this home had multiple offers and they didn't win that offer, right? Or they didn't win their offer didn't win to purchase that home. So just keep that in mind. I think most people know that, but it doesn't always happen that way. So especially right now, we are in a seller's market, meaning inventory is low. We have more buyers than there are listings. So we are still seeing multiple offers on homes right now, which ties into this whole month's series. So just know that in reality that there could be other offers on the exact same home that you want to make an offer on. So just because you find a home and it's the one, you really need to sit down and talk with your agent. He or she should be walking you through what that means and how you can make the best offer, how you can negotiate terms, what market we're currently in, and just really evaluate the situation, because every home is so different. So when you go in to make an offer on the home that you found and you love, you can hopefully win that offer. So that's what I have for you guys. Those are the 3 things that you're not going to learn from HGTV. And again, guys, I do have a free guide. So it is my reality house hunters, everything you need to know that you won't see on HGTV guide. So it kind of wraps up everything we put together from today. We put a little free guide together. So if you guys want a copy of that, send me a message. I'm also going to post a link. I forgot to do that in the post, but I will post a link above so you guys can get a copy. You can sign up and get instant access to the copy if you guys want to see that information. So I hope you guys have an awesome Thursday. I know this video, or today's whatever you want to call this video, was short and sweet, but I just wanted to jump on and say hi to you guys, show you again my friend shirt that I'm repping. So I hope you have an awesome weekend. Stay safe. Any of my friends that are in the Houston area and down south in Texas and Louisiana, oh my goodness, like if you need a place to stay, please let me know, because I couldn't live down south because hurricanes, water, all that really scare me. All right, guys, have an awesome Thursday. Stay safe. I'll talk to y'all next week.